Welcome back to another episode of the spookiest podcast you'll ever get to listen to. This is What Are We Talking About with your host, Trevady and Rules the Sonic over there. Ha 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 ha! It's spooky and so cursed. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. This is the second take I've had to do with this because I forgot to turn on your audio.
Did you stop recording?
No, so I was recording, but I didn't have your mic turned on. Take two. Take two. Anyway. We are both dressed up. Yeah, professionalism. Yeah, we're both dressed up in our costumes. I am a furry, scaly, whatever you want to call it. I'm cool. I'm hip. I could dab. And then we got over there. We got the rules, the Sonic, the
Sonic the Hedgehog. Yes, because
Hedgehog.
Also we're going to celebrate Sonic Generations X Shadow, or Sonic X Shadow Generations, which I'm super excited for. I cannot wait.
Nice.
Comes out Friday.
And then we have our spooky set. We got all the spooky stuff here. Oh, and also we have a special guest this week here as well. Let's go over to the guest. Hello, guest.
Yeah, it's my left hand. Yeah.
Your left hand.
How you doing, left hand? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm kind of stuck in this box.
Now you should have kept this silent. you should have not said anything at all for like a good 20 minutes and been like, well, that's the podcast.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, sure, why not? Yep. This is starting out. This is interesting. Anyway, yeah, this episode will be airing out on the 31st or around Halloween. We're spoopy. We're talking about spoopy stuff, and you know what?
Spoopy.
You know what's super spoopy?
I made a poopy.
Oh my gosh!
Shit.
Oh my gosh! You can tell we haven't been doing this for a while. Oh my god!
That's going to be clipped so many times. I can just see someone.
That's gonna be a short.
Okay, somebody got to like go through all our content and make shorts for us. Honestly,
yeah, that'd be great. Because combination of I'm not busy, but okay. So I recently got back into Minecraft.
Yeah, I need to join that server. It's Minecraft. Minecraft is cool. It's what the cool kids are doing. And I was talking about it at work with some other. So we have a new guy at work, and he was like talking about all those different things and stuff he's doing. And he's like, today he's like, "Oh, have you heard of a game called Minecraft?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I've heard of Minecraft." It's like, "Yeah, I build stuff in Minecraft." So he pulls. You're just hyper fixated on.
Yeah, basically. So he pulls out his phone and he shows me all the stuff he's built, and like I built some pretty cool, like amazing stuff that people are like, "Oh my god, you put my dirt house to shame." But I look at that, I'm like,
"Yeah,
holy shit, I cannot build anything." What is this? What is like?
What do they make?
Huge like cities and cathedrals, and it's all done in survival. Everything is like this huge thing done in survival. And he's like, "Yeah, I was on this one server and I played 36,000 hours of it, and I've been building this huge area." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I don't want to know how many hours I have in Minecraft. I've been playing since beta 1.4. We don't need any more. I don't need to be told how much time I've spent."
You have a lot of that. I will say that one moment on the server we do not talk about.
What?
The server that should not be mentioned. When we were on the one thing.
Oh, the one thing with the one.
Yeah, remember my house that I made, and you turned it all into like crafting benches and like other stuff.
Because I'm a troll when it comes to doing that kind of stuff. Yep.
Well, one, it was amazing me how fast you were getting them all on there. That was like half my house is already gone. I spent like 20 minutes making this house and you ruined it, and it made me sad. It wasn't good because I'm not good at Minecraft. I die a lot. That's me and Trev teamed up, and I die a lot.
And it's funny because it's like I'm the little brother while playing because you just
Nice.
hate me like everything. You're like,
Yeah,
here's your
all
iron
the
armor,
trolling.
here's your diamond sword.
Here's this, you know.
Like I haven't played it in like a week, and he's like, here you go.
Yeah. Oh, you want some diamond stuff? Yeah, here you go. We're just like money, but it's all diamonds instead. Diamonds.
Yeah, completely. Anyway,
Anyway,
let's talk about some Halloween stories.
Halloween stuff. What is spoopy?
Okay. Well, one, we gotta talk about your costume that you're using this year. That's the funniest thing I have ever seen in my life.
Okay, so what happened is my friends were like, oh yeah, we're doing like because my one friend has like their birthdays on the 26th, and they're like, yeah, I usually celebrate Halloween and my birthday together, and it's like a costume event. So I'm like, okay, well I don't really have a costume, and for those who don't know, I'm 6'7", so I'm stupidly tall, and a lot of costumes are not meant for someone that's my height, right? And you can tell by that picture because like my head was above the door, but
yeah, you're super tall and you're a leprechaun. It's awesome.
Yeah, so
that's
I'm like, I don't know what to do
for you.
So I
went
out to HalloweenCostumes.com. Not sponsored, but go check them out because they got a lot of costumes on there and they ship in like 2 or 3 days, which is nice. But I was like browsing and stuff on there, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I was sitting in a Discord call with a bunch of friends, and one guy's like, oh, you should be a leprechaun because it'd be funny because you're tall and leprechauns are generally really short. And I'm like, oh my God, that's a great idea. So yeah, I got that. Came in on Monday. I took a picture of it and I sent it to Hyrule here. And he's like, I don't know what your reaction was.
Yeah, it was. Well, at first it was like, this is like really stupid, but then like when I really thought about it and you being like extremely tall and you said it made you taller, I'm like, oh, that's genius actually. It's like, that's actually genius.
Yep. So I'm gonna be the tallest leprechaun you ever did see. I'm the tallest, shortest leprechaun. Another buddy of mine was like, yeah, so I shared it around and whatnot amongst the friend group. And another buddy's like, you should go get a box of like Lucky Charms, but get a really tiny box and carry that with you.
Yes, get a box of the Lucky Charms. That's awesome.
Get the Lucky Charms there. But yeah,
like the kid size. Yeah, like the kid size one.
The kid size are the one where you just open the box and you just pour the milk into it, and then it's like the little,
that one,
the tiny one that comes in the pack of 8 that comes with all the little cereal boxes, which by the way are the best cereal ever. The tiny little boxes of cereal.
Before us get on topic, because I know how we are, I want to talk about some Halloween stories because I was about to talk about cereal, but slight tangent.
Don't worry, you could be a serial
I really love
killer.
Reese's Puffs. You don't want to kill cereal. That Honey Nut Cheerios did nothing wrong to you.
Unless you take the cereal, pour it onto a counter, put a bowl on top of the cereal, add a spoon, and then pour some milk in there.
Oh, I am too tired for this. Okay. My brain had to go through like 5 different hoops to realize what you were saying. But anyway.
Well, you don't pour
I want to talk about some Halloween stories.
Your bowl first?
Look, I'm just trying to do this episode.
Well, ha ha ha.
And Trevor here is saying like, you can't be going when you say pouring bowl of cereal.
Okay, anyway, I don't know. I was just thinking of some tangent to go on to, but okay, yeah. Just carry on.
Okay, anyway. One of my favorite Halloween stories was I had a brother to where, I kind of see him as a brother. He was more of like my mom's, it was my mom's boyfriend's son at the time.
Okay.
And he had his trench coat, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's what he wore. And I think we was going as the Mafia gang or something this year. I don't remember. But anyway. And we go up to this one house and stuff. And of course he didn't go trick-or-treating with us, but this last house was just across the street where I live. So he's like, yeah, sure, I'll go. So he goes and he's in this trench coat, right? And he has it like this. And I know our audio listeners can't see, but he has it closed. And he kind of like walks up to the thing, and they're like, happy Halloween, stuff like that. Like, yeah, and he's like, like that. And to a sense, he had clothes on. By all means, I want to make that very clear. He did have clothes on. But the lady that we were talking to, she was drunk. So when he did that and she jumped back for a second, they had a laugh about it. And then she took her hand and sticked it down like his pocket and tried to like grab something. And he was like, whoa, whoa. It was so funny. But yeah, it was wild. She's normally drunk anyway, so. But yeah, it was a wild experience.
What have you dressed up as in the past? Like, are there any like memorable costumes?
Oh yeah, tons.
Oh, okay.
There was one year I went as Buzz Lightyear. I was like 2.
Okay, yep.
I did another one as Super Mario. That was one year I wanted to do. And most of my costumes have been homemade. So like my sister or my mom actually made the costume for me. So they kind of had like this weird like charm to them that they're awful by all means. I don't want to. Well, no, I don't want to say they're all awful. Some of them were pretty bad, but but it has like that homemade charm to them, if that makes any sense. So it doesn't really make them awful, into a sense. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Like they weren't bad by all means. I loved them, but like as someone that was like who wanted to buy a costume, oh no, they're bad. But
don't worry, I'll be there. Anyway, I got a funny story about that too. So, and one time I was a can of Raid, and my cousin was an ant. And there's this great photo that's always around in my family. I was like 6, right? And no, flip that. I was the ant, and my cousin was a bottle of Raid. And what's so funny is that I have like my hands up and stuff like this, and then it has like the 2 like arms and stuff like that. I'm excited, right? I'm happy. My cousin is over there like dead ass, like very like mad. Like you can tell he is so pissed about him being a bottle of Raid. It is a photo, and it's awesome. Thanks for the title, by the way.
It's so good. I love it. My cousin's a bottle of Raid?
Yep, that's it right there.
But yeah, there was that one. There was one year we went as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was Michelangelo. We went as a mafia gang. That was one time we did. I, as a character that I made up, an OC, that was named the good guy of Gator Motors, which that has a whole lore behind him, and I will probably talk about that today. Because, fun fact, he was created on Halloween. So, yeah, he was not a horror character or anything like that, but it's just, I'll tell the story. But, yet him, and then I think my favorite costume I ever did was I went as Link one year, and my sister, she, like, handmade the shield.
Okay,
like, it was like a piece of, like, cardboard and stuff, but she, like, cut it and, like, painted it and stuff like that. She handmade my my sword as well, and it's like a $1 sword off of like Dollar General or somewhere. And we put cardboard on it and like painted it to be like the Master Sword. And I have like a physical hat as well too. It's like a very like long hat and everything else, and it's made out of like a Santa Claus hat, and it's like all like cloth and stuff like that. It's really good. I loved it. I love that costume to death. I think still to this day that was my favorite costume. But do you have any memorable costumes? I know
so
that I
like
remember
growing
all
up,
my costumes.
Yeah, growing up, like Halloween was kind of hit or miss because I kind of grew up in a household where it was sometimes deemed evil and then sometimes not. You know how that shit goes, right?
Oh yeah.
It's in one of those households.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go into details for that, but there was one year I do remember where so I'm because I'm tall. I've been tall for like when I was like 8 or 9 years old, I was like as tall as like a 13 or 14-year-old. So when it came to like going to like I don't know, like McDonald's play areas or whatever, I'd be like booted out because I'd be too tall or whatever. So like a lot of costumes never fit me and whatnot. But the one costume we decided to do was be, like maybe this is a Canadian thing, I don't know, but you can get frozen peas and you have the Jolly, like the Jolly Green.
Oh yeah, the Jolly Giant. Yeah,
the Jolly Giant, like
the Jolly
peas
Giant,
or whatever. Yeah, I was him.
That's awesome.
So I got like a green. I got like a green shirt and pants and everything like that. And then I wore this like cut out like large cardboard thing that was like colored in that says green peas or whatever. And I was the Jolly Green Giant.
That's awesome.
I was like that for a couple of years. It was good. So it's funny too because I'm kind of keeping this tradition of being green, but now I'm just a green leprechaun instead.
Oh, I guess you are keeping the tradition of being green on
Let's
Halloween.
just be green, you know? Like, sure, why not, you know? So, but yeah,
I'm
no,
always green.
I always like the costumes are fun. I always like handing out the candy to see what everyone else's costumes are. And I think this year,
I do too.
This year, I'm gonna probably go to my brother's, and he's gonna be that one household that I always loved as a kid when you're trick or treating, and getting the full size candy bars.
Oh yeah, my mom.
You always had that one house,
But
the one house.
um,
But you know the worst
I
candy,
will say-
the worst candy to get by far out of every candy. It's not the lollipops. It's not the Smarties. It is the razor blades.
the razor. I just made that joke today.
Did you really? Nice.
Yeah, I went to Hangout before this.
Okay,
I went to
yep.
Steve and Johnny's Hangouts and stuff.
And
Well, I was
Voldemort?
like, I'm home. I took a shower. I'm waiting. Yeah, Voldemort. So I went there, and someone had like the Halloween bucket and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Yo, is there razor blades in there?"
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
it
it's so
was
good.
great. But
It's funny
but
though.
yeah, but
they
you
always,
reminded me.
always growing up in the weather, they're like, "Oh, you always got to check your candy for like razor blade stuff." I've never come across a razor blade, which makes me kind of like
Me either.
It'd be kind of funny just to like do like Halloween cookies or something like that,
No,
and then make them look like razor
no,
blades,
no.
and then just throw them in the candy in there. No, or is that's too assholeish, right?
No. No, it's like it would be funny, but no.
What are we eating
I
now?
thought okay,
Razor
to be
blades.
honest, okay, what are we eating now? That's our third channel. That's our food channel.
Yeah, oh my god, can you imagine?
I was going to say,
Mhm.
I thought the way I thought you was going to go with that was that wouldn't it be funny to put razor blades in kids' candy? And I was like, no, Trev, no, don't do
What
this.
Fun
Don't go there. Don't go there. That's where I thought you was leading, and I was like, "Oh God, no!"
Oh, thank you
no.
for coming
But
to
you're just
my
like,
TED
It'll
Talk.
be fake. I'm like, okay, it's still not good, but at least it's better.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my TED Talk. Today, we are talking about, is it a good idea to have razor blades in your kids' candy? I will show you the pros, the cons, and the best, the best and the negatives. It's mostly pros, but you know what? It could be a great thing. Come on down and listen to this talk.
No,
We might get demonetized for
it
that
was
one.
funny. It was good. Oh, you probably will, but there's a story that I love to tell.
Okay.
It's so funny.
Yep.
So anyway, there was one time my mom, she's giving out candy, right? To
Right.
these kids. Now, have you ever seen Adventure Time?
No. I know of Adventure Time, but
Okay. Do you know who Finn the Human is?
yes.
It's the boy who has like the bunny hood and stuff,
Yeah,
and he has
yeah.
like a sword and a backpack.
Kind of like a onesie
Yeah,
or something
so
with the,
this kid-
the hood and all that.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So this kid walks up as Finn, right? And my mom's like, "Oh, are you a piggy?" And she's giving this kid candy. No, it gets better.
Oh.
It gets better. So the kid goes, "No," and takes them back and like walks off. It was the funniest thing. Like the kid was so like dramatic. It was great.
So you guys,
Yeah, that,
you do hand them out though. You don't have, because okay, so I've seen videos online or pictures online where they'll
They
put
just
out
take
they'll put a
and
bowl
you take the whole.
you put a bowl of candy out and they're like, yeah, you're supposed to just take one, and then they're like, they'll just hoard the entire thing. Let's see if I can find it here.
Yeah, obvious. Like, yeah, if you're going to literally, this is a PSA to that as well. If you put a sign that says "take one," yes, of course, people are going to take all of them.
Yes.
Like, no shit. Like, they don't care.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you an image,
another story,
and
sir?
I want you to react to this.
There was one guy. Oh, I do remember. There was one time we were trick or treating a long time ago with my cousin, stuff, and we're walking to this house, right? And we're
Okay,
walking like
yep.
through the yard. We're not walking through the thing. And he's kind of like where you're sitting, into a
Mhm,
sense. He's
mhm.
probably like that far away from me, maybe a little bit farther, but about this distance. And as he's walking forward, this guy jumps down from a tree and lands right next to him. And my cousin like jumps back and everything. And he's like, "Holy shit!" like, you know. And And he's like, damn, man, you got me good. And he jumped out of a tree. It was wild. I'm sorry if I don't sound so good. I'm kind of under the weather.
No, that's
A little
okay.
bit.
I did send you an image. Go check it out.
What the? What? Oh, I hate this image with a passion. What is this? What is? Oh my gosh! I'm just gonna continue on. Okay.
You want some warm scrambled egg? You get one handful per child.
I don't want no.
You just
No!
go to the bowl, you grab a whole bunch, like, here you go, little Timmy, and then drop it in their bag of candy and just like have warm scrambled egg mixed in there.
No. But I do want to talk about an OC that I made during Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
I alluded to this a little bit earlier. So my little brother was watching TV, stuff like that, right? And one day he was like, hey, why are Cars commercials so bad? And I'm like, I don't know what you mean, man. I'm like, what do you mean, or why car commercials so bad? By this time, this local Camar commercial comes on.
Right.
And it's like this guy, he's wearing like a Hawaiian shirt and like pants, and he has a pool floaty, and he's going, come on down here to get to my good old car place and stuff like that. Get yourself a car for only $100 down. And my cousin, like I keep saying my cousin, my little brother keeps like laughing. And he's like, oh, he was mad. He was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. And I'm dying. What I decided to do is I got me like this, like I have like this plaid jacket, and I had like blue jeans and like shoes and this cowboy hat and stuff. And
Oh my gosh.
And then I started making up stuff on the spot because that's what I do.
Yep.
And that's who I invented was I'm the good guy getting matters. Willie, it's me here to get. Oh wait, sorry, my throat. But
Yeah,
it's
fair.
like Willie, it's me, the good guy from Gator Motors. I'm here to tell you how to get a car for $1,500 down plus shipping and handling, it's like stuff like that. It's stupid stuff like that. We did one that, and then my mom, she recorded them and put it on her Facebook.
Oh, so
they're really popular.
So there's video of this somewhere.
Yes, there's like at least 10 to 15 of these videos.
What, of you doing
There's
of
tons.
you
We
doing this
love to
stuff,
do 'em.
or of the guy just rambling?
Yes. Well, it's me, but it's me rambling on like
on?
as the character.
You'll have to show me that at some point.
Yes, they're hilarious.
Okay.
There's one of my favorite ones is the all-you-can-eat chicken buffet, but limit 3 pieces. There is another one that's called what is it called? Gatorworks? I think it's called Gatorworks because his whole thing is like gator related. So it's Gatorworks, which is if you can't get in, jump the fence. That's like the whole thing.
Nice.
Yeah, it's so stupid. This is like stuff I just made up on the spot. There's another one called Gatorwood, which is like making fun of Dollywood, and there's the Kentucky Hurricane, which is the funniest thing. Because Kentucky's a landlocked state. It can never get a hurricane.
I mean, you say that, but
there's that.
Yeah, you guys. Anyway.
Oh yeah, it's true. That, you know what? Fair enough. Look, there was that. What's another one? I have like tons of them. I can't remember. His dad was a peanut farmer. I do remember that. But, like, there's actually like lore behind him
Oh my gosh.
and stuff. And it was funny because when I made that whole thing of like him being a peanut farmer and his dad, and my dad's like, 1, I'm not dead, and 2, I'm not a peanut farmer. It was really funny, but yeah, I love doing it. I need to do it more. But if I do find them, I will send them to you.
Since we're still doing spooky, do you have any spooky movies that you just like? It's something you gotta watch every year that you're just like, oh, this hits the spot. We
I'm
gotta
not
sit
really
down
big
and
into horror.
No, you don't like horror stuff? Okay. I mean, same here, but there's the odd one.
I'm not really. I'm just not really into it and stuff. Like, it is fine. Like I kind of like. There is one channel I do want to kind of like to say. You ever seen Dead Meat and the Kill Count?
No.
They're a pretty popular channel.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Do you like horror stuff? Like you actually kind of like somewhat into it?
Sometimes.
Okay, that's how I am. Dead Meat will make you actually love horror films.
Oh,
like,
okay.
honestly. because what the kill count does is they kind of go through like a horror film, right?
Right.
And they count all the kills that was into the film, but they also tell you like behind the scenes of like how they did certain shots, how they did certain things, actor, like what actor says, and there's like little bits between the episodes as well. It's really good and really professionally made. A lot of I like all the Saw ones, so they go through all the Saw series and stuff. I like that one a lot. The Tremors is really, really good.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Tremors. Or
yeah,
there's like,
but like if I say if there's like a Halloween, but if I had like choose one,
it doesn't even have to be Halloween thing. It's just like scary.
I'm just trying to maybe like Michael versus Jason. Is that what the movie's called?
So I'm not familiar with that.
Wait, no. Oh shoot, what's his name? I swear to God, people are going to yell at me and everything.
Hey, how does
Freddy versus Jason? That's
Freddy,
what it's called.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I think if I had to watch a movie and stuff on Halloween, it would be that, because one, you got two of the top main people going at it, and still it has like that kind of spoilers, by the way, at the very end. You have like Freddy Krueger like blinking, so it's like, oh, is this like real life or is this like not and stuff like so I would say that, but I don't particularly have like a horror film or something because I'm not a big horror guy.
Yeah. I kind of like the like possessive horror, like so like I like watching Christine, for example. There's another one called The Blob. There's a I think
I've heard of it,
70 or 80s version of The Blob, which I prefer. It's kind of dumb. It's basically this alien craft crashes down and some guy opens it up and then it just sort of consumes him because he doesn't know what the hell it is other than it just latches onto his arm. So then some other people find him and then they like take him to a hospital, and then because they don't know who this guy is, they're like filling out all the paperwork, and then they go into the room to check on him, and he's gone. He's just in this blob, which is now slowly taking over everything.
Sounds interesting.
It does sound interesting, but eventually goes into the sewers and starts consuming the whole town and just eating people. And
yours should have been Leprechaun.
What?
Have you ever seen the Leprechaun movies?
I have not.
The Leprechaun.
The Leprechaun?
Oh, they're awful. They're hilarious, but they are awful. They are god awful. They're supposed to be like horror films and stuff because like it's about like this evil leprechaun that kills people and like bites their ear off. But it is.
That kind of sounds like those.
It's one of them. No, they're designed to be very bad. Like, for example, I think it's in 3. I haven't seen them all. I've only seen like the dead meat ones, but I kind of want to watch them now because of the dead meat things. But I think there's like a third. I think it's in the third one or the second one. Mm-hmm. But it's like the leprechaun is like in like this this 12-story building or whatever, right? And he's trying to escape or something. I don't fully remember the context, but he kind of like busts out through the window and falls down, and he hits the ground, and he like bounces back up, and he's like, "Well, I had a great fall," or something like that. It was such a or something like that. It was such a cheesy lie, but I'm like, this is what this whole movie's based upon, isn't it?
Yeah, so if we're talking about cursed leprechauns, this kind of reminds me of like how like okay, so like if certain Disney characters, for example, they run on like 100-year leases or something like that, where they have copyright laws, and then they expire. I think the most recent one that expired was like Winnie the Pooh. So there's like a cursed Winnie the Pooh movie now.
It's actually Mickey Mouse.
Is it Mickey Mouse? Oh, okay. Mickey, yeah.
Well, Steamboat Willie.
Yeah. Steamboat Willie. So immediately someone, I believe, made a cursed version of Steamboat Boat Willie and turned it into like a horror.
They made a game.
Oh my gosh!
They made a horror game.
Oh man. Yeah.
It's nothing to do with even with steamboats or with Steamboat Willie. It's just the model of it, like horrified, chasing after you in like a warehouse somewhere. It makes no sense.
It makes no sense, but it's just like, okay, that's the first thing that comes to mind when a beloved anything expires for copyright, and then you're like, let's horrify this.
You know why they do that, right?
Why?
Because it's like, one, horror films are extremely easy to make.
Right.
I hate to say it, but like they're pretty easy to make. They're not like bad. Well, there's some difficulty for it, but like on a like level to say, hey, what's easier to write, like a killer or like a lover? It's like a killer, honestly, and it's technically more interesting too. And 2, it's gonna sell. Like Of course, people want to watch Winnie the Pooh go murdering his friends. Like, yeah, it's morbid, but
really
it's like
is.
it's from that line alone. It's that line alone. It's that curiosity and stuff. And you go watch it and you realize, oh, this is ass.
It's like, oh, hey, I saw Winnie the Pooh for the first time as a kid. Oh, I can't wait till it expires so I can turn it into evil and make it murder. Like, who thinks this shit up? Like, I don't know. It's just it's...
Okay, I will say, have you read the? I guess not, but there's a book out there that takes a lot of like the old Disney stories and stuff. It's like The Little Mermaid, Pinocchio, and Cinderella, and makes them into horror stories. But they're actually like really good horror stories.
Okay.
Like extremely good. So, like for example, Pinocchio, for him to turn into a real boy, he has to eat real boys. Yes, it's shit like that.
Oh my god.
Like Cinderella, for you know how the stepsisters couldn't fit into the slipper and stuff?
Yeah.
So they cut off their toes to fit into the slipper.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah.
This is
it's stuff like that. I'm like, okay, I would read that. That sounds actually really interesting. I would love to know how they did it and
Thanks
stuff.
for ruining my childhood.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
I'm sure there's
I can't remember if you all know, if someone knows the name of the book and stuff like that, please like reach out or something and say, hey, this is what the name of the book is. Because I kind of want to read it because I was always been kind of interested by it, because it's like, it does seem kind of like interesting from like a storytelling standpoint. I love it when stories do that. Like they take like a story that you know and love and they kind of flip it on its head a little bit. But even though you even got stories that do that, but also do it again. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess for the audience at home who did get what I was saying, but it's like you take like story. Let's take, let's use Pinocchio again, but this is not going to be a horror analogy. By the way, so put that.
Okay.
So Pinocchio wants to be a real boy, so he gets a wish and becomes a real boy, right? And he lies and his nose gets bigger. But yet, what if he didn't have a consequence for that? Like, if he lied and stuff, I had it and lost it.
It's like, where are you going with this, Rules? Sorry, my mind went very...
I don't know. I thought I knew.
Sorry, my mind went dirty with
I thought
that.
I knew, but I didn't.
So, Pinocchio has no consequences. His nose gets bigger, right? So he has no consequences, but he still can't lie. So you could just use Pinocchio's nose as a butt plug.
I didn't say he can't lie. I was trying to say something of like, if he lies, it loses life. Or like he can't get older or something.
You use Pinocchio's nose as a butt plug, and every time you're like, oh, do you like this? And he's like, no, I don't, and it grows bigger.
I've never said to use his nose as a butt plug. Trev, why did your mind go to that?
Because it gets longer and shorter. Longer and shorter.
God, sometimes you're just a 9-year-old.
Yeah. No, so for scary stuff, I don't like scary stuff. This is like, I want to say 20 years ago. Yeah, let's say 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I went to, it was like an amusement park thing, and they had like this haunted house area that you could like go through and stuff, and I was so freaked out because I don't like scary stuff. I got in past the first area and like, I can't deal with this is too much, and I get to the next part where they have like these like, not mannequins, but kind of like dressed up characters or whatnot. They're coming at you and like scaring the bejeebus at you, like reaching out or doing some like ha 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 kind of stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm done. I need to go. And I went the wrong way because they had all these arrows and saying do not go out the entrance. You got to go through the exit. I went out the entrance and I got out of there. And I'm like, never again. I've not gone to a haunted house since.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I
had a similar story.
I don't like jump scares and gory stuff's okay now, I guess, but yeah, it's just like maybe I would give it another chance. Maybe it wouldn't be that bad.
I had something similar with my dad. So we always go to this corn maze every year. We haven't went to it in a long time.
Yep.
But they had a haunted, you know, like a haunted trail, pretty much,
Yep.
right? And this is like in the day too, so it wasn't even that scary. But it was kind of like evening, I guess.
Okay,
Like, you can
yep.
still see really well.
Yep.
But as we're walking through it and stuff, you know, there's like this big metal thing, right? And I'm talking to my dad. I'm like, Dad, I don't think we're supposed to be. And he's like, yeah, it's fine. Come on, we can do it. It's fine. And next thing I know, I hear this like boom, 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 boom on the side of the metal thing. I ran. I was gone.
I'm out of here.
Like,
goodbye. No creepy sounds.
I was at the end of the trail in like 5 minutes. And the trail is like a 0.5 mile long. Like, I was just out of there.
Yeah.
And at the very end, there was like some employee. And he was like, "You're not supposed to be in here," or something like that. I can't remember.
Nice. Yeah. No. If I'm going down like dusk, like at dusk or whatever, go out at night and you're into this like creepy area and you see some creepy trees like the one behind you, and you start hearing like weird noises and stuff. It's like, I'm out. I'm not doing that. I mean, okay, I've seen some video, and like you were saying, it's easier to make horror than not. So like a lot of people make like fake cheapo kind of horror videos on YouTube, like going through a forest and oh, I hear something screaming in the distance, which can totally be added post edit, and be like, we're going in this haunted forest and we're gonna go check out these things. And I don't know, it's just cool, I guess. I don't know. Actually, I did see one video though that was, I don't know how real it was, but this guy was walking through an abandoned hospital in the middle of the night, of course, because that's the best time to go through an abandoned hospital. Middle of the night, he gets through there,
obviously,
and he walks into this big room and walks around a corner, and there's a curtain, because I guess these were rooms at one point a long time ago. But out of the corner of the eye, like when he looks away from the curtain, it opens. And now it could be similar to like that balloon situation where they could be potentially using a string, but you never know. Speaking of the balloon, so VR chat right now is doing this brutality. There's a couple maps out. There's one map, which I think you might like here. But you go into this house, you hear all these different noises and stuff, and there is a scene where you walk down a hallway and a red balloon comes at you. And I'm like, they stole my idea of putting a red balloon in a world where you're like doing the like the haunted stuff. And I'm like, I know exactly where this is from.
Wow.
This is my red balloon idea. Do not take this from me.
This is my red balloon idea. But yeah, how long have we been going for? I feel like we've been going for like an hour.
But we've been going for about 45 minutes.
Oh, I thought we went for an hour.
Was there? I mean, this could be a short episode. I don't mind. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't really have much more to talk about.
No. You know what it is? What I'll do here is I will we'll end this off here, and then I will insert the special thing that I did the other like. So, was that with the WAWTA crew? We had Dan Dude, Jess, myself, and Peter all in a thing, kind of doing like a Halloween special thing. So that will be inserted into this point here afterwards. So you guys check that out.
Oh yeah!
At the end of that.
So yeah,
cool. That's what I'll fill it in with. That'll be cool. But yeah.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm excited now. I'm super excited for the episode now. Wow.
Yeah, you're like, I don't. Yeah, because you weren't there. You were like, just. We took a week, and I'm like, let's do something.
I probably was working. I don't know.
You might have been working. So yeah, that's this was episode 25. We are now as old as we have as no, that's years. Never mind. I always make this. I make this stupid joke whenever someone turns 25 that their roof warranty has now expired, because the roof warranty lasts for about 25 years.
Wow, that's such a dad joke.
I said that to our friend Jess. He's turning 25, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, your roof warranty expired."
Aw.
And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, your roof. You got to get a new roof. We'll see you at 50."
Is next episode our last episode for the season? I think so. I think that's the Late Night Vibes episode.
Late Night had 27.
Oh, 27. I thought it was 26. Yeah, my bad.
Which makes sense. Then that'll be episode 27, season 1, and we'll be back for season 2 with ever so slightly different theme, but still more of the same of what are we talking about. Maybe we'll have even bigger guests. But yeah, until next time, hope you guys enjoyed this very spooky Wahaha episode of WAWTA. Yeah.
Very spooky.
For more information, go
Halloween
check out our
transition.
Yeah, go check our website out at whatarewetalkabout.lol and comment and do whatever else you like to do here. Was there anything else you wanted to mention before we transition to the best part of this segment of... Actually, this will be our first segmented episode. We've never done a segment before. This is our...
Oh my gosh, that's true. 26 episode in, we have a very first segment.
25 episodes in, the first segment. This is the Halloween segment to end off the episodes.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I'm glad. Hopefully we do more segments. I would love to do more segments. I love segments. Anyway, but I guess I gotta say happy Halloween. Be safe. Be good. Get that. You better treat. You better smell that person's feet. That came out really weird.
Right,
Can we end the episode now?
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Welcome to the Halloween draft. This isn't your typical spooky podcast episode. Today we are taking the spirit of sports draft. Hyrule is working right now, so we're not doing it with him. Today we are talking the spirits of sports drafts and giving it a Halloween twist. Okay, everyone here will get a chance to pick a variety of Halloween categories, blah, 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 blah. The aim is to build an ultimate Halloween experience.
Blah, blah, blah.
We'll go round by round. Once an item is picked, it'll be off the table for everyone. Think of it as a fun, competitive way to share your favorite Halloween traditions and things. You crashed? Nice. All right, first category, costume. We'll go down the line. I don't know what order we're doing this. It's a random particular order. I'm sure it will be fine.
Do Peter.
Peter's going to go first. Okay, so this is costumes.
Oh, come on.
We're going to have Peter go first. Cool. Anyway, this is costumes. We have a bunch of different subcategories here, and we're just going to go through the thing here. So we are picking our favorite spooky costume, and then we're going to talk about why you have picked that choice. Peter, go first.
I would probably have to say the Fiend from WWE.
The what?
Hold on a second. I'll switch into the costume.
You have a costume?
Just so you can get like a little...
We got a visual going on here. This is a Fiend. A Fiend. The Fiend.
Wearing a mask. It looks like a clown.
It's
hair
spoopy.
parted to this all on the side. Black suit. Striped pants.
It's
Also,
spoopy.
it's supposed to be a taco for a lantern. Fun fact, the lantern actually is someone's decapitated head.
Nice. Jess, what is your favorite spooky costume?
I'd say a Deadite from the Evil Dead franchise.
Evil Dead franchise. I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's a horror movie where a bunch of demons possess people.
Nice. Dan, what is your favorite spooky costume for Halloween?
The female dragon lady.
You're going out trick-or-treating, or you're at a party or whatever, and just come here and go badoinga boinga 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 boing with your female. Dan, what's your choice for this? It's a box. It's become a box.
He's hiding in the box of shame.
Oh. Forget horny jail. You have a horny box. Nice. All right, cool. So we have WWE or whatever. We have
WWE.
some guy from something that you mentioned there. And then we have the box. Deadeye. Cool. All right. Oh, and
this is just my dog costume.
Okay. No. For the favorite, favorite spooky costume for me personally would be just the classic. It's a classic cutout. You take a white sheet and you put some holes in it, and you have a
No.
very. It's just a classic Halloween costume. It can be spoopy, especially if people don't understand how ghosts work and stuff. And yeah, that is your like that's like my favorite spoopy, basic, run-of-the-mill Halloween costume. Would you agree?
Yeah,
I mean, sure.
Cool. All right, next thing here. Creepy characters. A creepy character. Okay, so what would your favorite eerie character, it could be from a movie, TV show, book, or whatever, a creepy character. Jess, let's go first with you. What is your creepy character?
Barlow from Salem's Lot.
Who is that? For those who don't know.
He is a vampire.
He's a vampire.
He's like a Dracula character.
Okay, Dracula. He's the one that takes all your milk, right? Dan, spooky, creepy character.
I'm gonna go with Freddy.
Freddie Wong.
A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Freddy Krueger.
not Freddie Wong. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay, and Peter.
Creepy character. You know, love Jason. I'll probably have to go with Samara Morgan from The Ring.
Samara Morgan from The Ring. So we got.
She's the little girl that crawls out of the TV.
Oh, I've seen
Yeah,
that.
if
Okay.
anyone watches the tape.
Okay, yeah, someone made a prank a while back ago with that one. It was like a Brazilian prank TV show where they just put a TV up, like on Tube TV or whatever, and they had this little girl crawling out. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I remember seeing that. I remember they did one of those pranks in like a department store. It was so like fucking funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny there. And then personally for me, creepy character would be this isn't a person, this is a thing, and this is a 1950s Plymouth that is the color red. Maybe you know this one.
Christine.
Yes, that is the creepy character. That is my creepy character choice.
That car is creepy.
That car is creepy. It's cursed. It's probably one of my top favorite Halloween movies.
Yeah, it's based on a book. I read the book.
Oh, you read the book.
He likes big books and he cannot lie.
Other mother cannot defy. But yeah, Christine. It's kind of a dumb movie, but it's also I personally like it. It's a John Carpenter movie. I believe he directed it, or he like semi-directed it or whatever. That is spooky. Man, this is gonna be a short little thing, but I like it. Fine. Next. Oh God. Eerie locations.
Eerie location.
And where is an eerie location? Let's start with Dan.
Eerie locations,
So you can
IRL or beer chat?
It could be anywhere. It could literally be anywhere. Haunted house.
Those
maybe a
malls, big ones.
the closed malls. Yes. Do you know this is Dan Brown or Dan Bell? This is Dan Bell.
Dan Brown?
No, Dan Bell. This is Dan Bell. Do you know that channel on YouTube? No. Okay.
No.
He he goes around and checks out like different abandoned malls in the U.S. and kind of just like takes videos of them. There's one
Is
particular.
that the King Midwest?
No, the guy's name is literally This is Dan Bell.
Oh, okay. Ding dong.
Ding dong. Abandoned malls, creepy place, eerie place.
Island of the Dolls.
Island of the Dolls. What? Okay, what is this?
So basically, the Island of the Dolls, it's basically an eerie location that's located in Mexico, and there's actually an urban legend around it. There was this American tourist who found the dead body of a girl who drowned in like one of the rivers that surrounds the island, and so he decided to like honor her by hanging up her doll, which was actually found like a couple of like more down the riverside, and so like based on what I read, basically, like, he feels like the only way to, like, alleviate her pain or, like, honor her, like, more is to, like, keep collecting dolls. And right now, it's actually, like, a public tourist attraction that you can go there. And also, urban legend goes is that, like, years later, he actually drowned, and his body was actually found in the exact same spot where the little girl drowned.
Interesting.
Can I say 2?
Jess, eerie location.
Can I say 2 locations?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I was going to go with another
so
one.
the first one is Leeds Point in New Jersey.
Leeds Point in New Jersey.
It's a forest. It's a forest where people say that the Jersey Devil is like cryptid that's like half horse, half human, half demon hybrid thing.
Okay.
And the second location is the Lizzie Borden House in Fall River, Massachusetts.
Fall River, Massachusetts. Is it a haunted house?
People say it's haunted, and it's also where 2 people were brutally murdered.
So it's haunted. Cool.
Yeah.
And scary.
It's now a bed and breakfast.
Nice.
You can go stay there.
Nice. My eerie location is, it isn't found in VR chat, and it's not necessarily an eerie place, but I'm going to say it's the Black Cat. Have you ever seen a black cat? They are kind of eerie, right? If you've ever gone to,
You mean this one?
if you
turn into
You
a
mean this
mouse.
I was gonna say, if you've gone to the Black Cat, you know it's eerie. It's full of weirdos and other like random stuff in there. It's a very eerie place.
Little shits who like to scream the N-word.
It's every day, typically toxic.
It's an everyday eerie place. I do not recommend going there. Okay.
I'm a professional public streamer, so I know.
Yeah, totally. And then of course Halloween foods. There's a good amount of Halloween foods. Some people love them, some people hate them. I'll go with my like and my dislike of Halloween food. My favorite Halloween candy that I get. You can't go wrong with Reese's peanut butter cups. Reese's peanut butter cups are like that's like the top Halloween candy for me. The candy though I hate, candy corn. I don't get it. Some people love candy corn. It's too much for me. It's like
It's so sugary and
it's such a cliche.
yeah, that one.
It's such a cliche candy that for like Halloween. But yeah, Peter, what are your choices?
I'd probably say my favorite Halloween candies. You can't go wrong with the Skittles.
Skittles. You gotta taste the rainbow.
Skittles. Yep. Taste the gayness.
Wow.
Okay. Any particular
They
Halloween?
need, they need to like
Anything that you dislike that you would not recommend?
I do know that people have like let's see, like me personally, I'm just not a big fan of anything with like peanuts in them.
Okay. So you don't like the peanut-filled M&Ms?
Not really.
No. Okay. You would.
But
okay.
I would recommend M&Ms. M&Ms are good.
M&Ms are good. Peanut-filled
Like,
M&Ms
like I
are
said,
terrible.
it's just like a personal thing with me.
Okay. Jess, your favorite Halloween candy?
Anything chocolate, really.
All right, name one.
Kit Kat.
Kit Kat? Is that what I heard? I heard Kit Kat.
Yep, Kit Kat.
Kit Kat. Nice.
That's my
Yeah, I
favorite.
said Kit Kat.
Well, that's unfortunately the rules of this is you can't pick another one someone's already answered. So Kit Kat's off the board for you there, Dan.
Coffee crisp.
Oh my God, Coffee Crisp. Yes. I'm surprised you know what Coffee Crisp is.
I've been a Canadian. I've been born a Canadian. And
Wait.
then that's how I was eating Coffee Crisp because it's all my all-time favorite candy bar. So
Today I learned Dan Dude VR is Canadian.
I was born Canadian, you dumbass.
I've never heard this.
I'm a Necco kitty.
I have never heard this until now. I'm gonna be honest. I've never heard this.
Really?
No, it's never come up.
Okay.
Canadian, eh?
Well, there you go. You learn something new every day.
You're Canadian.
I was born in Montreal. Like it matters right now because I don't live there anymore. I don't care what this is all about.
This is what happens when you invite us to your podcast.
This isn't really a podcast.
The two Americans.
This is a filler
The two
episode. This is
Americans
literally nothing. Anyway, Dan,
Yeah, so it's not canon.
it's okay because wait, but you're from the part of Canada no one cares about, so it's okay. We don't care about them Quebecinians.
Really?
Quebec is not. Yeah, no.
They don't like.
Well, I don't like that province anyway, so.
Yes, there you go. Yes.
Ontario.
Uh-huh.
Maybe not Ontario, but Ontario is where Deadmau5 is, so. Da, da, na, na, na.
So you would say you like Timmy's?
Toronto's.
No,
Tim
Timmy's.
Horton.
No, Tim Hortons. So you know about the Tim Hortons?
Tim Hortons? Nah.
Nah, no.
I like McDonald's.
Oh my god. Okay, sure. Yeah, we're going on a tangent here. Dislike.
How about
What?
Smarties? Do you still like Smarties?
Okay, so
Oh, I love Smarties.
there's a discrepancy with Smarties. We have Canadian Smarties and U.S. Smarties. Peter, do you know what Canadian Smarties are?
Unfortunately, not. I only have the American version of Smarties, and literally it's a chalk.
Okay, so so Canadian Smarties are little bits of chocolate, and they're candy covered bits of chocolate that are different colors. Now, we do have what you guys have as Smarties, but up here they're called Rockets, and they're basically like these little pressed pill things, and they're like in a long cellophane thing, and they're just chalky. They're like these chalky pill thingies.
But that's what we got here in the United States. Like literally the texture of it, it's basically like identical to chalk.
Yes, it is. Dan, what's your dislike?
My dislike? Anything?
No, Halloween candy.
What I dislike, the fear of people just driving through stop signs and stoplights without touching their brakes.
That's not Halloween candy.
There you go.
Yes, okay, sure, fine.
Okay. Yeah. The worst thing for Halloween would have to be snakes.
The gummy snakes?
No. What, candy?
I guess
You're supposed to say, what is your least favorite Halloween
butter.
candy? Are you not paying attention?
he is not paying attention. He doesn't like
Sorry,
peanut butter.
multitasking.
He doesn't like peanut butter. Okay, that's fine. No peanut butter.
Oh,
And finally, what is a spooky decor piece? What is something that you see, you're like, oh my gosh, it's so scary, and I don't want to see it anymore? Snakes is a good answer, by the way, for that one. Scary decor. What is a scary, like, decor piece that you would, like, you'd have to put up because you want to spook all the kids in the neighborhood?
A man hanging on a rope that's filled with leaves. Yes.
I'm thinking now of those leaf pranks where, like, it'll be like there's a video
Yes.
where
You
someone...
fill your pants with leaves, you tie them up, same thing with your shirt, and you hang it like, you just hang it on a tree. And it somebody pumps, walks in the night and bumps into it. Oh yeah, you're gonna hear a shriek.
That's good. I like it. Peter.
Okay, I'll go with my answer, and also I'll like get back to you with like the hanging thing, because I know there's been a couple of cases where like there's actually been people who hung themselves and they were mistaken for Halloween decorations.
Oh my gosh.
I have to say, yeah, I probably have to say, yeah, it wasn't pretty, but I probably have to say my favorite Halloween piece is probably just giant spiders.
Can't go to the strong spiders, Jess.
you kind of stole my answer a little bit, but
Okay, so you need a new answer.
You can't go wrong with the classic decapitated head where it's like actively bleeding with fake blood at the end.
Okay, that's good too. I remember this from years ago. Years ago, like this is the longest time ago. Trick or treating. They had a candy bucket inside of like a decapitated head, and as soon as you reached in this bucket, all this like blood and shit oozed out the side of it. It's like you're just in there and you're fisting your whole hand into someone's head.
We're fisting
That's a lot of description there.
just a little bit there.
That's what.
Hey, we're gonna fist your brains out.
I'm gonna fist the brains out here. And finally, the final thing that, of course, we talked about food and chilly and scary places and stuff. But what is the all-time best thing to do during Halloween? What do all the cool kids do? I'll go first. You got to take your TP, you got to take your eggs, and you got to take all your
Trev.
What? TP, eggs, and your scary masks, and you got to just go to town with that. That's like the best part, right?
Okay.
No one else was going to pick
I
that
used to
answer.
go into costumes here and there.
Oh my god, Trev.
What? It's such a good answer. What is the best thing about Halloween? For me, it's
I mainly
mischief.
like to dress up, give out candy, and watch horror movies.
There we go. Horror movies. Gotcha.
I always say the best thing about Halloween is scaring the fuck out of everyone and also getting candy.
Yes. Yes. And Dan, you were the final answer tonight. What is scary about Halloween? What is your favorite thing?
The two most the fun things I want to do is build up my balcony full of decorations with black lighting. Yes, I have fluorescent black lights, so they can make stuff glow. And also watch some cool Halloween movies. And yeah, speaking about Halloween movies, Beetlejuice would be a nice movie to watch.
Beetlejuice. All right, cool. We got everyone's opinions.
Yes, it's a sequel. Yes.
The sequel of what?
Yeah.
Beetlejuice?
Yes, it's a sequel. You didn't hear about it?
I've heard of the Beetlejuice movie coming
Yes,
out.
there is a sequel, believe it or not. Yeah, after like 30 odd something years, a few of the characters did return,
Spoilers. Shh.
including Michael Keaton,
Of course.
who played Beetlejuice. Oh yeah,
Catherine O'Hara.
juice is loose.
I'll show you some loose juice after this, Dan. Anyway.
Wow.
Thank you for the opinionations of all the things spooky and not spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was just kind of a fun little thing I decided to throw in here. It only took like 20 minutes, but it is what it is.
Could have warned me earlier.
No, it's just kind of like a random on the spot thing. I might do more of these in the future. I don't know. Just seeing something fillery for this week, but we'll see you guys next time.